Race number 10 on the 2010 IZOD IndyCar Series schedule. 11-turn street course here as it winds in and around just outside of downtown Toronto, and what a gorgeous view we have. We've got a beautiful view of a great crowd that has filed in today, and they're going to all need sunscreen because they have got it pouring down on them. It's time to go racing on the streets of Toronto.
And Will Power will try to do what he could not do a year ago, make it through turn number 1. He's behind the leader, Justin Wilson. Wilson manages to hold off as Will Power is right behind him. Then Ryan Hunter-Reay, the entire field safely through number 1.
32 machine of Mario Marias and the number 5 machine of Takuma Sato, both fighting for the same piece of real estate. Marias moved over a little bit as Sato went to the high side, and Takuma Sato's day is done. The right front suspension is broken on the number 5 machine as the green and yellow Lotus car sits parked below us.
It took Paul Tracy exactly 18 laps to go from 24th to 1st.
Yeah, now, and you know what, his strategy may not be that bad.
No, I agree.
I think that he may be able to get a few more cautions, do it in a two-stop race. He's in a good position.
It felt like they'd worked out the car a little bit in this morning's final warm-up. He's the leader heading to 3.
There's a stand that Elio Castroneves lost control, runs hard into the runoff area, and buries it deep into the tires. Elio Castroneves, with all 4 wheels knocked off the car, is in the tire barrier at the exit of turn number 3.
Wow, that was a big hit, Davey. And Takuma Sato making contact with his own teammate, winds up 25th as he's out of the race. Elio Castroneves made contact.
Certainly folks here at Toronto are up on their feet, fist pumping as Paul Tracy sees Dario Franchitti dart to his inside, and Dario grabs the spot. Will Power is 3rd, then Justin Wilson. Mira, the 37 machine of Ryan Hunter-Reay.
First 3 come by right together. Dario Franchitti now with the lead.
To the runoff area and got him refired. He is back underway now.
So unlike the Mario Romancini incident in turn 3 in the tire barrier that brought off the 4th full course caution, this did not. Some close quarters racing, Mark James, between the 02 and the 26.
Yep, Graham Rahal to the bottom side, Marco to the high side. Don't know how they made it through 4-2 wide, but they did so cleanly.
A problem, Mark James.
The 02 of Graham Rahal drove up underneath the 06 machine of the number 6 machine of Ryan Briscoe, spun him around and knocked part of the wing assembly off the car. Briscoe has come to a stop just to the entrance to the runoff area. Contact between the 02 and the number 6 machine here in turn 3.
And Graham Rahal, and Davey, here's the replay.
Oh,
wow.
my goodness.
Just drove right up underneath him.
I mean, he flat took him out. I tell you, Graham is, that deserves more than a drive-through. I tell you, he's being a great, like I say, he about took out Marco. If Marco didn't just pull out of the way, it was going to cause an accident. This time he just, Wilson really get loose. And he's got a little challenge. He's going to stay on the inside. Will Power trying to get to the outside. Is it good to me? He does.
He does. So Will Power, Jake Query, takes the lead going into 1.
Yeah, and Dario Franchitti closed in on Justin Wilson as well. What a run that Will Power, the Aussie, got. He went to the inside. He got past Justin Wilson. Dario Franchitti trying to fill up those 22 mirrors as well in front of Mark James.
Wilson coming after it to the high side, wants to swing it back low underneath. Meanwhile, Ryan Hunter-Reay with a bonsai move underneath. Dixon, he bounces Dixon into the outside retaining wall. Dixon's able to keep going. Don't know if there's much in the way of suspension damage, but contact in turn 3.
Wow. It's Justin Wilson has spun coming out of turn number 8. So Justin Wilson, it looks like, has spun as well. So Wilson right in the apex. He was running 2nd. Justin Wilson will spin the car around, and Davey, he'll go all the way to the back of the lead pack.
And meanwhile, a little further back, it looks like Thomas Scheckter and Alex Tagliani contact on the outside of turn number 1. And that could possibly bring out a caution as Thomas Scheckter and Alex Tagliani, I believe it is, deja vu all over again. Those two had contact and issues a year ago.
Wow.
Here.
Can he run the table in this string of road and street course events that started 2 weeks ago at Watkins Glen? Off of turn number 11 for the final time, the twin checkers will wave. Will Power is the winner on the streets of Toronto. For the 2nd time this season, Will Power's won back-to-back races. Davey, he did it to open the season, winning at Sao Paulo, Brazil, and then at St. Petersburg. Now he's won at Watkins Glen and Toronto here back-to-back. The 2nd time.